All around us, there are issues that need to be addressed. We live in a time where economic problems are all over the place. There are political issues, there are racial tensions, there are just things that seem to surmount all around us in our communities and our cities. And oftentimes we're asking ourselves, what do we do? How do we engage those issues? How can we be a part of the solution? And especially as followers of Jesus, I know we get excited about how we can emulate His life in the middle of all that. Well, this is exactly why Grace Church partners with various different organizations in and throughout the city and different communities to reach these very specific issues. They're always looking for ways to very uniquely and effectively engage the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual needs of a given community or individual. We can come right alongside these organizations and bolster their efforts. We can help the needs that they're meeting begin to be eradicated. And so as we work with organizations, for instance, like First Glance is doing great things in the Kenmore community to reach out to the troubled youth of that area. They're instilling value and helping them realize that someone actually does care for them and does love them. And we can volunteer and serve and be a part of that ministry in a great way. There are ministries like Urban Vision in South Street that are invested in the community development in the North Hill and Summit Lake neighborhoods. They're working on job solutions and training, and they're reaching the youth and the children to help them understand there is a future ahead of them. They're working on housing initiatives and food initiatives and medical initiatives, and they're really beginning to see incremental neighborhood community change. We're also working with organizations like Rahab. Rahab Ministries is reaching out to women that are somehow involved in the sex trade. Whether it be they're in different clubs or they're working on the streets, they're able to give them a hope and a light for the future through Christ. Rahab is even working with some women that have been trapped in human trafficking. And so they're able to be a part of the rescue and prevention efforts. We're also working with organizations like World Relief. They're doing a great job reaching out to people with all different types of backgrounds, and we can engage specifically with different refugee families and help them feel at home, build community around them, help them begin to resource and engage our neighborhoods and our society in great ways and become a part of the family of our neighborhood and our city. We work with these organizations and others to continue to offer tangible help in and around our neighborhoods and our city so that the hope of Christ can be tangible in places where it wasn't clear or it was hard to find. We have an opportunity to respond, to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and to actually go and do likewise as Jesus commands in Scripture. There are two main ways that you can jump in. You can volunteer and give of your time, come alongside these families, whether it be behind the scenes or right up front building relationships. You can actually make a big difference by saying, you know what, I want to be involved. I can give of my time, whether it's a one-time event or whether it's a every week long-term relationship building thing. I want to volunteer and serve in that way. And of course, the second way is to give of our resources, that we can actually give financially to be a part of supporting these efforts to eradicate these needs, to come alongside those families, come alongside these organizations and help neighborhoods begin to take a step forward. Whether you're able to serve or whether you're able to give, both of those things continue to allow us to be a part of the tangible solution to changing lives, changing families, and changing communities. So let's jump right in to be a part of the hands and feet of Jesus that will tangibly bring the hope and message of Christ where it's most needed.